guide? What's a guide to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Will we make it out alive? Alright. No church in a while.
Good evening and welcome to the Englewood Call.
I'm Aisha Butler, and I'm the president of R.A.G.E, which is the Resident Association of Greater Englewood, and we're so happy if you're tuning in tonight to our weekly call-in show. And who are you?
Good evening. My name is Sonia Harper. I'm a resident of Englewood and also a community organizer with the Resident Association of Greater Englewood. We thank you for joining us for our program tonight on CAN TV. We will take your questions tonight. We're talking about a variety of issues. One of them, we're talking about the Green and Healthy Neighborhoods land use plan coming through Englewood to help spur some economic development. What else are we going to be talking about today?
The what happened with the back to school parade, what's going on with that, as well as our So Fresh Saturdays, the finale. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
That's coming up.
So please log in. If you're not, you can stream live. So we want to make sure that we have our live callers out there who are not able to go to CAN TV 21 to stream live. And then this is the way that you can contact R.A.G.E if you want to know more about who we are. Join our association. It's rageenglewood.org. You can reach us at 866-845-1032 when we're not on this show. And also Twitter, as well as hashtag I am Englewood if you would like to have some discussion about what we're doing. So I think we need to dive in because our time is like extremely short.
Yes.
So it was a lot of commentary this week about WGN. Did you see that it was this newscast that was talking about how horrible Englewood was and that it was the most dangerous place in Chicago.
Oh, so it was your usual mainstream media news report about Englewood.
Right. And it seemed they rode around with the police. And so, like always, what I would say, if you're riding around with police, you will, of course, have danger.
Right.
So I thought that was very interesting, and it definitely is the reason that we did this show, was because we wanted to highlight the positive of the community and show that all the residents do not think every block is horrible and that all of us are not living in fear, and we enjoy our neighborhood and we choose to live there and we love it, and that's the reason we have this show. And it looks like we have a caller already, which is great. I'm so glad. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am. Adele Barbstone from Englewood High School, Yale, Louis Champlain. That's my neighborhood.
Wow.
Awesome. So anyway, I could take you way back. I remember the time we had upper low, Henry. We had Sears, we had Englewood shows. We had all them good things, okay? Then Mayor Deli Daddy was there, and all of a sudden everything started disappearing, okay?
Yes.
I remember them days, and now it's like a ghost town. I don't live in Englewood no more, but that's where I came from.
Okay.
And I wanted to be the best in town because some good people came out of Englewood.
We agree.
Thank you. Some good people still live in Englewood.
That's right.
So therefore, I like to get y'all address and everything, where y'all located as an organization, because I would like to work with you all and make it come back like it used to be.
Thank you. We'll put our contact information on the slides right now so that you can kind of see what our contact info and how you can reach us. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, as well as you can just go to our website. You can email us, you can call us. We're definitely very accessible. So we do appreciate that phone call and the confirmation that it is some great people that are in the community. So we're going to dive right into some news that we have going on this week. It's always some really positive things that the news media wouldn't cover. And
exactly.
So that's why we have this weekly show to talk about that.
That's right. That's why we're here.
So one thing I think all of us are always thinking about doing is upping our leadership and our speaking skills. And so one thing that you can do if you have not already visited is go to the Englewood Toastmasters Club at Kelly Library, located at 6151 South Normal Boulevard. They meet every second and fourth Thursday, and their next session is tomorrow, August 22nd, and it starts promptly at 6:15. This is definitely for emerging leaders, anyone who wants to brush up on their speaking skills, and just would be a great opportunity to network with some other people in the community.
We're going to take a pause from our news report right now, and we have a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, my name is Carol Timothy, and I live. Hi, my name is Carol Timothy, and I live in Englewood, and I also work in Englewood. And I didn't get a chance to see the piece on WGN, but I just find that it's amazing that they seem to focus on the negative things that happen when it's negative things happening all over the city of Chicago, not just in Englewood.
Very, very true. That's a great comment, and it makes a lot of sense because that was one of the things that I felt why did we get singled out as the community that never sleeps, as the community that's so dangerous? And we have residents and non-residents who are part of R.A.G.E who live in Woodlawn and Chatham, and they're dealing with so many similar issues. I'm not sure why Englewood was singled out, but I think that, we want to work towards really changing that perception. And if it is a problem in most of the Black communities, how can we all work together so that none of us is considered the most dangerous area in the city?
Exactly.
So thanks for that comment, Carol.
Thank you.
One other very positive thing that is happening again in Englewood, it is residents who are leading a meeting every other Saturday, and it's called Dollars and Donuts, and the next one is Saturday at 10 o'clock at U.S. Bank. Basically, these are just individuals who are really making sense out of social, economic, legal, and judicial systems, and they talk about entrepreneurship and talking about ways to grow wealth.
That's right.
Not to keep mentioning WGN, but it was this sense that everyone was poor and no one had hope and wanted anything more out of Englewood. So definitely join Dollars and Donuts. It's open and to anyone who's interested in having that kind of conversation. So one thing that we definitely wanted to talk about, the lady had talked about it a little bit, about how, that Englewood looks like this ghost town,
right,
and that, it's so much land and abandoned buildings. And now they're even talking about the simple fact that with the safe passage routes, that they're going to knock down the abandoned homes, which is going to leave Englewood or other communities with more vacant lots. So one thing that we wanted to definitely expose to our callers and everybody who's listening is the Green and Healthy Land Use Plan. We worked diligently on this land use plan in terms of having our input, having recommendations, and really talking about ways that residents and owners can have some say in what happens to the land.
Exactly. The city has been having meetings with the Englewood neighborhood over the past almost 2 years now, trying to get our input as they go ahead and map out what Englewood is going to look like for the next 40 years from now. And so we're very, very delighted to be a part of this process, and we wish that more of our residents would actually come out and attend some of the meetings and just get involved with what plans and what changes are coming to the Englewood neighborhood. It looks like we have a caller on the line right now. How you doing, caller? Thanks for calling.
Good evening, miss. I've been living over in Englewood quite a long time, and to give you an idea how long I've been over in Englewood area, there was one time there was a Sears, Weeboats, and some other, because the 63rd, at one time, the 63rd shopping area did just almost as much business downtown Chicago.
That's right.
And what wound up happening is this: when after the 68 riots, a lot of those stores wound up being vacant until the Asians moved in. I'll give you a little bit of history. The bottom line is this: when the blacks in the area don't control the money in their community, they wind up having certain types of problems, no job. Education is just downright pitiful. It don't make a bit of difference when your child go to a public school or a private school.
That's right.
If you live in a poor area, you're going to get poor quality of life. And I want to say this. I'm supposed to get mad when we saying this, but I just going to tell it like it is. One of the things they need to do is make these parents much more responsible for their children to have some type of consequences. And every time I look around, they have all these different programs, how you want to put it. They reward bad behavior, but good behavior, they don't get rewarded for it at all. And when we look at our dismal education, over here that we have in the Englewood area, we got children a lot of times that during the school week that don't be in school no more than 3 or 4 days a week, and then when they in school, they hibernating like a bear.
That's true.
And then you got teachers, and I'm serious, they only teachers, now they're closing down these schools over here. And people's not waking up and smelling the coffee. Now they're going to close those schools down, and they're going to open up charter schools, which is no better, and they're going to have less qualified teachers. And like I was saying, get back to certain things, whatever. Do you know how long the dollars stay in the black community?
I've heard this. It's an hour.
Now, look at the Chicago Commerce. I think 3 hours.
Okay.
All right.
And then if you look in other communities,
not better.
They stay in about 7 up to 7 days.
Right.
And when you don't have a community that's able to employ its youth and have recreation, you're going to have problems.
You're absolutely right. And we thank you so much for your call. We agree with a lot of the points that you said, but we have to get to another caller on the line. Thanks so much for your call.
That was really, really great comments that he had. And people were, and I think going back to the Green and Healthy Neighborhood Plan, we were talking about retail and everything that can happen with the land in the community. This is the plan area. So, of course, you see that it's West Englewood as well as Englewood, which is the greater Englewood community. And what we want to talk about is one program that is piloting from this Green and Healthy Neighborhood Plan, which is the large lot program.
Now, you may have heard of the adjacent owner program, which was called ANLAP, and that actually allowed residents to buy the lots right next to them for $1 or for whatever agreement that they make with the city. But now, through this Green and Healthy Neighborhood lands use process, they're seeing that there's so much vacant land in Englewood that they really want residents to be able to, I guess, take first dibs on this vacant land before lots of developments are come through. So now the rules are that that land does not have to be right next door to you. It can be across the street from you. It could possibly even be on the next block from you. But they're right now in the process of getting that program together, and they're also taking input from residents on what they think the rules should be around that program. And so right now it looks like we have another caller. Go ahead, caller. Thank you for calling us this evening.
Oh, you might need to turn down your phone.
Say again?
You might need to turn down we hear some feedback.
Turn your TV down just a bit for us. Much better.
All right, caller. Okay.
All right. We had a little bit of technical difficulty with that caller. Maybe we will get him back on the line. But we were talking about the large lot program and what that meant for Englewood residents. If by any chance you know some vacant lot near you on your block, in your neighborhood that you want, we do invite you to contact us.
And I think too, like we just wanted to show images. I think a lot of people are talking about urban agriculture, but it could be walkways, it could be public art, it could be whatever you want on that lot. And if you are interested as a resident in the Englewood community, they are piloting this now with R.A.G.E members as well as residents. Email us at joinrage@gmail.com. Again, if you've been caring for a lot already on your block, if you already have a fence and you're just looking for some other incentives, we really want residents to take advantage of this. They are really doing a land grab in our community, and it's very important that residents grab some of this land as well. We can't own it all, but we should at least get a portion and at least be able to do some of the things on our own block. And it looks like we have another caller. Caller?
Hi, my name is William Morris. How you sisters doing tonight?
We're doing
How are
good.
you, Mr.
Thank
Morris?
It's so good to see y'all. It's so good to see the queens on TV representing Englewood. I'm proud of you all.
Thank you.
My name is William Morris. I have a company in the community called Morris Impact, and we work in a number of the schools. And I really want to partner with R.A.G.E. I just saw Miss Harper this weekend at the park, and she was telling me about R.A.G.E. and, informing the brothers and sisters who have criminal backgrounds about they're eligible to vote, even though they lied to our brothers and sisters and make them feel like they can't vote. And I just wanted to call and let you know somebody listening, and I'm in support of you. And I'm very interested in the large lot grab.
Perfect.
But more importantly, one thing I want to throw out there for the Englewood community is we need to get a little bit more aggressive, be more self-contained, and begin to come out of our homes and fellowship together at least once a month.
Yeah.
You know, I got a proposal right now that I'm trying to pitch to Children Home and Aid for family fellowship once a month, doing a poetry and drama at Sherman Park. You know, so I'm a brother, like I said, I've been going on my 4th year in the Englewood community.
Right.
I'm called to the Englewood community. My passion is about the Englewood community.
That's right.
I want us to own our community, and I want us to keep that black dollar in our community more than 3 hours.
Exactly. Please send us an email so that we can have your contact information at joinrage@gmail.com, and we can add you to our mailing list. We definitely love to connect with brothers like you who's already doing something and have that same sense of pride and value for the community. And kind of speaking about sense and pride and value, we wanted to talk about a little bit about the Back to School Parade. The Back to School Parade has been running in Englewood, I believe about 52 years was the last one. And it has been canceled for the last 2 years. We have not had it. And we really want to keep the spirit of this Back to School Parade going. What you're seeing right now is just some other slides of other opportunities with the Back to School Parade and just the legacy. I mean, it was going on.
Look at that picture right there. That's a beautiful picture.
It's gorgeous. And we can't lose that legacy. And I really, even though it's not in session this year, R.A.G.E really wants to work with the original organizers to see how can more residents bring this back to life. A lot of students in the community really depended on this parade, and they watched this parade every year and looked for the supplies and the school supplies. And I think Justine just said to us when we did an article on her was that it was just no money.
Yeah, they were struggling financially. The out-of-pocket contribution that came from committee members as well as other people in the community, they just didn't roll in the way that they had did in years prior. And look, a great history fact here, it was considered the second largest African-American parade in Chicago, only second to the Bud Billiken, right there in the heart of Englewood. So we definitely want to get that back going for our children, if nothing else.
I definitely agree. And if anybody is interested, I know R.A.G.E is going to reach out to the original founders and the organizers to see how we can assist in this process. We know it's not a quick thing. And moving with that same spirit, we're doing So Fresh Saturdays, the finale.
That's
and we was very strategic in choosing Ogden Park because the actual celebration of the Back to School Parade ended in Ogden Park.
Right.
And that's where you got your supplies and your food and the resources was there. And so although we've been taking over all the parks in Englewood this summer, we wanted specifically to be in Ogden Park around back to school, around the time that folks was going back to school. Our goal is to at least distribute over 500 book bags to the students in the community. We have African dancers, African groups. We have one artist who are from Englewood who will be performing. It'll be
lots of positive music and good music at that as well.
I mean, I think one of the things that we said to people is that you can't promote violence, you can't promote drugs or sex. I mean, we want this is a family-friendly event. And so we're asking if you live in Englewood or not to come party with us. We might even, I think Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse might be showing their face for the family. We'll have jumpers. It'll be free food. Everything. And again, keeping that same spirit of the parade going, it's a circus coming the same day.
That's right.
That's right. The Midnight Circus, and what we do on Facebook and all of us, we always talk about the good in Englewood alerts because we have so many bads that we hear about. Right. So this is another good in Englewood alert.
So spread the news, please. The circus coming to Ogden Park August 24th and August 25th.
Yep, 2 days.
2 days. Tickets are only $5. And kids under 2 are free admission for them. And like we said, there's going to be lots of more activities going on in that same park on that same day. So Fresh Saturdays is going on.
You just basically need to be in R.A.G.E Park on the 24th.
On this Saturday. That's right.
We have free haircuts at So Fresh Saturday. So after you enjoy the circus, you come with us and dance and do your wobble and everything else that folks want to do. And I love it because although we didn't have the parade this year, it is something else that is going to be there for the kids and for the families and everybody there. And I love that the spirit is still living on. I mean, we really want to embrace R.A.G.E Park. I mean, people do talk about how it needs to be uplifted and just in general. Mm-hmm. And so I think putting these activities there really will help in terms of their legacy.
Exactly. And the whole purpose, one of the purposes, of course, of the circus coming, besides us having a nice event to come to, is the fact that that circus is going to raise funds that will go straight to Ogden Park.
That's right.
To make some of the improvements that the parks needed. The parks are supposed to be our safe spaces for our children. I know we talk a lot about our children having nowhere to go in the community and there being no community centers.
That's right.
But we have been reminded by our good folks at the city that we do have the Chicago Park District. And so they should be who we look to for recreation for our children. Yeah. However, we do need to make sure that those park districts are equipped with the proper programs, the proper equipment, and the proper staff to give our children really the attention that they need and that they deserve, just as other kids do in other neighborhoods. We want the same thing for our children in Englewood.
And we're giving away with our raffles. We're actually going to be giving away tickets to the show on Sunday to the circuit. So, you know, outside of the haircuts and the food and the book bags and the music and the guest speakers that you'll have, we'll also be having raffles off so that you can see the circus on Sunday, just in case you miss it. We're just going to do a quick promo about So Fresh Saturday. So if you missed us while we were around in Englewood, just give you a taste of what we were doing.
I think it was beautiful. I love seeing people from all generations. There's a little something for everyone, and it needs to happen more often in Englewood.
Yo, it's change my time. Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you ain't reps, they like saving the time. I can dance home and I don't two-step. Y'all looking at something like a girl's open.
That was a little bit.
Just a little taste.
Just a little taste. We was wobbling. That's what actually.
We were dancing.
We got a little
distracted.
Yeah, sorry. But if you tuned in today, we do appreciate it. Again, you can stream live. I mean, we can't take any more calls because our time is up very soon. But make sure you tune in next week, 7:30. We'll have Mark Harris from the Englewood film festival. They do a film festival every year, and so we'll have that. And of course, if you want to contact R.A.G.E or see us in action, our next village meeting is September 17th, and we're actually still looking to secure that space. And that will be September 17th on a Tuesday. Typically, it's after work from 6:30 to 8. And you can always reach us at 866-845-1032 or visit our website at RAGEEnglewood.org or email us at joinrage@gmail.com. And also on Twitter. We're on Twitter as well. So for all your social media folks. We thank you guys for tuning in today. And we hope that you look at the Englewood Call next week.
That's right. For the Englewood Call tonight, I'm Sonia Harper.
And I'm Aisha Butler signing off. And